Hello guys, welcome back to the new video. So in this video, we're gonna make this electronic e-commerce store by using the React.js and the Tailwind CSS. So let me show you the demonstration of the project which we're gonna make in this video. So you can see that we have our hero slider here, and also you can see that we have our sticky header. So let me refresh this once, and after refreshing, you can see that we have our animation coming here like this. So let me refresh this again, and this you can see that the animations are coming on the page scroll. So I will show you how you can put such type of animation on page scroll. And also we have our slider here, so you can see that it slides from left to right and right to left. And also we have our header here, which is stick after the page scroll like this, and only this part of the header is sticky at the top, not this one. And also we have and also we have our this type of icons here. Okay, so you can see that all, and also we have this hover effect on this menu, and this is our logo. And when I scroll below, you can see that the header is sticky at the top. So I will show you how you can add such type of functionality in your website. And this slider is totally working, and this slider is totally responsive for all the screens also. And you can see that I can slide it from left to right like this, and also from right to left. And also you can slide it by using these dots. Okay, so let's move to the next section. So you can see that here we have a product, different type of section like a portable speaker, air conditioner and all. Okay, so and here we have our view all button. So if I click on this button, it will take me to some other page. Okay, so let's move to the next section, and here I have this type of services section. And here you can showcase all your services like this, like your refund and best gift voucher, secure payment and all. And here also you can showcase this type of section like this. And also I will give you all the images in the video description, so you can follow along with me. Okay, so and you can see that when I go up and below, the animations are working according to the page scroll. So I will show you how you can add such type of feature. So you can see that if I go up, the animation will start again, and now it start again, and here it's working again. Okay, so let's move to the next section. Here we have our product grid section. So you can see that when I hover on these images, we have this hover icon at the top of this. So the first icon is for the quick view, the second icon is for the wish list, and this is for the add to cart button. Okay, so I will show you how you can add such type of hover effect on your product grid also. So and also let's move to the next section, and after that you can see that we have our view more button. So when I click on this button, it will take me to all the product of my store, and here we have our deal of the day. So let me refresh this and show you the animations like that. So if I refresh, you can see that the animations are properly working here. Okay, then at last we have our review section. So you can see that we have this review section. So this is also a slider, you can slide it from left to right. So I will show you how you can add such type of custom slider and make this review section by using the React Strict library. And okay, so let's move to the next section. Here we have our follow on Instagram section like this, and here also we have our slide and also we have our animation on page scroll. And also if I refresh this like that, and also here you can showcase your Instagram account. And at last we have our footer section. So you can see that here also we have our animation coming here like this, and here you can showcase all your links and all like that. And at last we have our all the payment icons, and here we have our form and this. And so if I click on this button, it will take me to the top of the website. So you can show that when I scroll below, the header is sticky automatically at the top. And also we can click on this product and testimonial contact to go to the respective part of our website. So let me show you the mobile responsiveness of this website. So if I go to the inspect, and you can see that this website is totally responsive for all the screens, and this changes its layout according to the screen size. Okay, so this is the mobile part, and here we have our menu. Okay, so this is the menu. If I click on any of this, it will take me to the respective section, and this is the slider which is perfectly working. Okay, so I will show you how you can make such type of responsive slider by using the React Strict library. And this is our product category section, and here we have our view all button, then we have our all the portable speakers, air conditioner and all. And you can see that all these are responsive, and the animations are properly working here. Okay, so as I scroll the page up and below, and you can see that we have our refund and return policy, browse collections. Here we have our all the product like this, and also if I click on this, we have these icons here like that, and also we have this hover effect on this icon. Okay, and at last you can see that we have our this section deal of the day, and also we have a review section which is totally responsive. Also you can see that you can slide it from left to right. Okay, and here we have our follow and Instagram section, and at last we have our footer section. Okay, so I will show you how you can make such type of awesome website from scratch step by step, and also I will give you all these images in the video description so you can follow along with me. Okay, so if you are new to our channel, please like and share our videos with your friends and subscribe to our channel. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's start the video, and we're gonna make this whole website from scratch. Okay, so for making this website, we have to set up a project first. So let me make a folder here, and so let me go to the new folder, and here we're gonna make a new folder here. So let me name this folder Electra Shop, and after that we have to open this folder, and inside the folder we have to go to the show more option, and we have to open with this code. Okay, so let's wait for it to open, and here we have our welcome screen. So let me zoom little bit like that, and also let's go to the this tab, and here we're gonna run some commands. So for the commands, what we can do, we can go to the Tailwind CSS official website. So let's go to the Tailwind CSS official website, and here we're gonna search for install Tailwind CSS with white. So I'm gonna copy the first command given by Tailwind CSS, so we don't so here you can see that. So let me get back, and I am gonna install this project in this folder only. So I'm gonna write .hash and click enter, and after that you can see that it will say like that. So here, okay, so and after that I have to install this. So let me copy this command, and here I paste this and press enter. So it will load a little bit, so let's wait for it. Okay, so you can see that it is done. Now after that, what we can do, we can go to this npx tailwind this folder, and here we have to again install it. Okay, so we have a tailwind.config.js file also. Then after that we have to just copy this code here, and we have to go to the tailwind.config.js file from here, and here I have to copy and paste and remove all this file, and let's paste our this commands files here and press enter, and I mean save the changes. Then after that we have to copy this index.css, and we have to go to the index.css from here, and here we have to copy and paste this, and let's save this. Okay, so let me get back to this, and after that we have to just copy this app.jsx. So let me copy this app.jsx, and you have to go here and paste this like this. Okay, so now what we can do, let's do one more thing. Let me write here cls, and here we're gonna write npm run dev. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so you can see that it is saying hello world. So our project is successfully set up. Okay, so now let's start the let's start building it. So for that I'm gonna do it like that. So let's so we can see what we are doing. Okay, so after that let me do one more thing. We have to copy the assets. So I will give you all the images in the video description, so you can just copy and paste your all the images I will give you in this assets folder. Okay, so let me go to my project which I built earlier. So let me go to this, and here I have this Electra shop. So we have to just copy. So we have to copy this assets and this export.js. So let me copy this both, and I'm gonna go to, okay, so here we have Electra shop. I'm gonna go to src, and here let me remove the assets folder and let me paste. Okay, so I will show you what is the export.js file doing here. So it will contain all our data, means all the data which we're gonna use in the product by making the product or making the review section and all. So we're gonna have this all in the export.js file. Here I have the simple array with JSON. So you can see that I have the simple array with JSON with all the data. Here we have our product data like the images, categories, name, price and all. Okay, and at last we have our reviews data here like this. Okay, so I will give you all this file in the video description, so you can just copy and paste without wasting any time. And here I have just imported all the images. Okay, so after that you can see that we have all the assets here which are required for making this project. Okay, so let me close this app.jx, or so you can see that we have this. Okay, so now let's go to src, and here we're gonna make a folder will say the sections, or you can name the components also. So inside this we have to make some files. So first we're gonna make a hero.jsx. okay, so here we have our hero section. For that we have to just write rafc. It will give me all the boilerplate here like that. Okay, then after that let me close the app.jsx, and also we're going to close the index.css, config.cs also. And after that let me make another section here. First we have to make header.jsx, and simply you have to write here rfc, and let's save it. And then after that we have to make category.jsx, and here also we're going to write rfc. Let's save it. Okay, and after that we're gonna make type.jsx, and here also you can write rfc. Okay, then what we can write here, services.jsx, and here I'm gonna write rfc. Okay, then after that we're gonna write products grid jsx, or you can simply write the product also. So like this, and after that we're gonna write banner.jsx, and here we're gonna write rfc also for the banner. Okay, then after that we have our reviews.jsx section. Let's write rfc again. Okay, then after that reviews, we have our insert section, so we're gonna write rfc also. And at last we have our footer section. So let's make it rfc here also. Okay, so right now you can see that we have nothing here instead of hello world. So what we can do, we can go to the app.jsx, and here you have to do some things. So here you have to remove this, and we're gonna add this, and after that we're gonna, let's see, it is okay, so it is not loaded here sometimes. So what we can do, we can go to the header, and here we can just save this once, and here we're gonna write header. So after that you can see that we have this header here showing. Then after that let's go to the hero, and again you have to save this here one more time. Let's get back to the app.jsx, and inside this we're gonna write hero. So it is still not showing me, so I'm gonna go to the header, and let's go to the app.jsx, and here we're gonna write hero again like this. Okay, then after that let me remove the hero and header and footer. Then after that we have to go to the category. Okay, let's go to this, and here below category. Okay, then after that we have our footer. So we don't want to show the footer category. After that we want to show the types. So let's save this, and let's go to the app.jsx, and here we're gonna write types. Okay, then after that we have the services. So let's go to the services, and here again let's save this once, and below that we're gonna services. Okay, then after that we have our product grid. Here we're gonna save this again. Let's go to the app.jsx, and here we're gonna write product grid. Okay, then let's go to the banners. So here is the banner. Okay, so here we have the banner, and here we're gonna save this again. Okay, so I don't know why this happens. We have to save this once for fetching it here, but I have already saved it, but it's not working. If anybody know this, you can tell me in the comment why this is happened. Then after that we have to go to the reviews. So let's save this, and after that app.jsx, here we're gonna write reviews like this. Okay, let me close all of these ones. So let me close this. Then after the reviews, we have our Insta section. Where is the Insta section? This is, and here we're gonna save this once, and let's go below, and here we're gonna search for Insta, and after that we have to go to the footer, and let's save this app.jsx, and here we're gonna write footer. Okay, so you can see that we have all this section here mentioned. So we're gonna just start making all the sections step by step, one by one. Okay, so first we're gonna make the hero, and at last we're gonna make the header and footer. So before making the website, so we have to define some colors. So let's go to the tailwind.config.js file, and here what we can do, we can go to the extend, and inside the extend we have to write colors and open the object, and here we're gonna write theme yellow, and we have to write color code of this, so F. Okay, so we have to write this inside this okay, so we have to write FIE60D, and after that we have to give a comma here, then we're gonna write theme purple, and here we also gonna write 502 EC3. Okay, then you can also give a comma here if you want. So let's save this. Okay, we can close this. Okay, then after that we have to, okay, so let's start the video. Let's start making our project. So first we're gonna make the hero section. So for making the hero section, let me open the hero section from here. Okay, and before starting we have to install some libraries. So let me go to here, and here let me open a new window. Let's go to this, and here we can open this. We minimize this. So here we have to install some libraries. So first one is the React scroll. Okay, so let's wait for it. Okay, so this is installed. Now we're gonna install React icons. So wait for it, and after that we're gonna install the AOS library, which is responsible for the animations in our website. So npm I AOS. Okay, and after that here we're gonna also use the React Slick. So let's go to the React Slick official website, and I'm gonna show you how you can install that. So this is the React Slick official website, and here what we can do, we can go to this. Here you have to go to the docs, and here first you can see that we have this command. So let's copy this command, and we're gonna paste this here. Okay, so this is for the Slick okay, then after that we have to install one more. So here we're gonna write npm I React Slick, npm I React Slick. Okay, so we have installed all these commands. Now let's start making this. So first we have to go to here, and after that let's go below, and here we're gonna import the slider first. So we can also import the slider from here. We can go to the examples of this, and if I go to this responsive slider, and here you can see that we have to import this. So let me copy this from here, and here we're gonna write this. Okay, and also we have to copy some more things. So we can go to the get started, and here we can, and here you have to copy this, both the CSS file of this, like this. Okay, so now what we can do, we here after that we have to install import some images. So let's import headset from here. We have to go to the assets, and after going to the assets we have to write headset.jpg. So let me show you where is the image. So if I go to the assets, you can see that we have our here headset.jpg image, this one. Okay, so we are importing that. Then after that let's do two times also. Here we're gonna write earbuds, and let me copy this earbuds, and here we're gonna paste this, and here we're gonna write DSLR. So these are the main slider image, DSLR JPG. Okay, so this much is done. Okay, also we're gonna import the AOS library for the animation. So we're gonna write AOS, and after that we can go to the AOS district AOS.css. Okay, you can also close this. So let me do one thing, or we can make this. Okay, then after that what we can do, we can go to the hero section here, and here we're gonna make some settings, or you can also copy the settings from here. If I go to the simple slider, you can see that we have some settings. So let me copy and these settings from here, and here we're gonna paste these settings. Okay, so we can put it like that, and here we need the dots. Another we need the infinite speed will be 500, slide to show 1, slide to scroll 1, and for the arrows we don't want the arrows right now, so we can make it arrows false. Okay, this much is done. And then after that we have to write use effect. Okay, so this is for the AOS library to work. So here we're gonna write AOS.init. This is the object. So this is the offset value. So offset we have to give. Then for how much duration the animation should last or should complete. And here we have to enter the animation type is in out. You can also put some different animations. Okay, let me light this. Here we can, okay, then after that we can close this, and here we can write AOS dot refresh like that. Okay, so here you can see that we have this, so we can put because this is the use effect, so we have to write this. Okay, so now what we can do, let me go to this. Here you can see that React Slick Closure from slick.css. Does the file exist? So it is saying that. So let me go here. So let me get back to this again, and here we have to go to the get started, and here we have this npm. So you have to copy this command. I think we have not installed this command, so let me copy and paste this command again. So let's wait for it. Okay, so this is installed. So let me get back to this, and let me save this here. Okay, so now we don't have this error. Okay, so you just import that again. Okay, so and after that here we have this. Okay, so now let's go inside this, and here we have to write id hero. Then here we have to write class name widthful flex justify center item center, and in the large devices height will be 700 pixel, and in the small devices height will be 600 pixels. Let me save this. So we have this here, and inside this we have slider like that, and also inside this we can give class name widthful, and also we can put here 3 dot right settings. Okay, then here we can write div. Okay, then after that what we can do, we can make a div here again. So let me give some classes. So this div will be widthful, and the large devices padding in the x-axis will be 20 padding, and for the normal devices, means for the smaller ones, padding would be 5. Then for the large devices, height would be 700 pixel, and for the smaller devices, height will be 600 pixel. Here we're gonna write flex column, justify center, item start, gap would be 10, bg cover, bg center. Okay, so let's load the image here. So here we have to write style. Okay, and here we're gonna write background image property, and here we're gonna write like this URL, and here we have to give the URL path which we have just imported above. So I'm going to put the DSLR. Okay, so let me save this. So here we have this image like this. Okay, then what we can do, okay, then inside this we can write here h1, and here we can give data AOS, zoom in, data AOS, delay would be 50, and here the class name would be text theme yellow, border rounded LG. Okay, then here let me go here, and here we're gonna write border. Okay, so let me go to this border theme yellow, and the padding in the x-axis would be 6, padding in the y-axis would be 12, and text would be Excel. So we have to give a text here. So text would be get up to discounts 80% off. Okay, so now we have to write it here. So let me write it here, DSLR. Okay, 360 camera. Okay, so here we can also give a break to this, so it will move to the next line. Okay, so like this. Okay, so now let's give this styling some. So let's go to this h1 tag here, and here we're gonna copy the data AOS, this all things from here. This is the animation, so we are just giving the animation type and the delay value here. Okay, so here we're gonna write 100 delay. Okay, and here for the class name we're gonna write text white like this, and LG text, and for the large device the text would be 120 pixel. Okay, and for the smaller devices text would be 60 pixel. Okay, here we're gonna write uppercase and we're gonna write font bold LG. Leading would be 120 pixel. Leading is the line height. Here we're gonna write for the smaller device 70 pixel, like that. Okay, so this is looking good now. Okay, then again we have to enter an h1 tag here, and in this h1 tag will contain 100% trusted. Here we have to open a span tag here, and inside the span tag we're gonna write electronics gadgets. Okay, then after that we have to copy this data OS value from here again, and we have to go to this, and here we have to paste this like that. Okay, then let's enter the class name here. So we're gonna write text white, and text would be 2XL. Okay, and for the span tag we're gonna write text theme yellow. Okay, so here we are not getting this because here you have to write class name and then you have to write text theme yellow. Okay, and here we're gonna write font semi bold like this. So you can see that we have this one here like that. Okay, so at last we have to make a button. So let's go to this below, and here we're gonna write inside the button we're gonna write online collections. Okay, then you have to give some button classes. Before that, let me copy the data OS value from here, and here we're gonna paste this, and here we're gonna write the 200. Okay, and inside this we're gonna write BG theme yellow px6 py3. px6 means in the x-axis how much padding we are giving, then rounded LG is for the border radius like this. Okay, then after that we're gonna write text black, and font will be semi bold. Okay, like that. Okay, now what we can do, we have to just copy this 3 times. So let me make this smaller, and I'm gonna copy this div. So this is our first div, so we have this line till here, so I'm gonna copy this whole div like this, and I'm gonna just paste it here one more time. So we have 3 slider here like that. Now just we have to change the photos, and suppose here we have earbuds. So let me go to the second div, and here we have this so yeah, I'm gonna write earbuds, and also the last name I have headset, so I'm gonna just copy this from here, and we're gonna write it here headset. So if I go here, you can see that we have our slider perfectly working. Just I have to change this text here, so you can change this text according to you. Like here for the headset, you can write wireless headset. Suppose we have this headset or earbuds, so here you can write wireless, and here you can write wireless earbuds. So if I see we have the wireless earbuds here, so similarly you can just change the content. Okay, so our hero section is ready. So let's me see in the desktop, so you can see that it is totally working. Okay, so now let's move to the next section where we're gonna make the categories section. Okay, so now let's move to the next section where we're gonna make the category section. So for making the category section, let me close this, or we can open this. So let me close the open this section here, and after that we can go to this, and here I have to import some images. So let me zoom it a little bit, or we can make it in that. Import cat1. Okay, so I'm gonna import cat1 from assets, and we're gonna write cat1 dot jpg, and 1 2 3 1 2 3. So we have to import these 5 times. So 3 4 5. Okay, so now let's change the name here quickly. So this is the 2, and here also I'm going to change the 2, and this is for the 3 4 and 5, and here I'm going to change 3 4 and 5. Okay, then after that what we can do, we can just go to this, and here we're going to copy the use effect again. So let's copy this use effect from here. I'm going to go to category, and here I'm going to paste this use effect. Okay, and here we have to import this, and also we have to copy this AOS from here. So let me copy this, and here we're gonna write AOS. Okay, so we have this now working. So now what we can do, we have to make a main div here. So this is the main div over, so we have to remove this, and here I'm gonna write id category. So this id is useful when we click on the menu, it will take me to this id. Okay, then after that here we have to write width full bg gray 100. In the large devices, padding would be 20, else padding would be 5. And after that we have padding at the top would be 130 pixel, and padding in the bottom would be 80 pixel. Then flex for the large devices, flex would be row, flex call, justify center, item center, and the gap would be 20. Okay, then after that inside this we have two sections. So the first section is here we're gonna write data AOS, zoom in. Okay, so we have to go outside this bracket, and here we're gonna write data AOS delay. So here we have to give the delay time. So delay time, let's give the 15, and here let's give large. For the large devices, so width would be 15%, else width would be full. Okay, then here we're gonna write flex call, justify center, and for the large devices, items would be start, and would be center, and gap would be 20 pixel. Okay, then inside this I'm gonna write h1, and it will say favorites item, and here we're gonna give text theme purple, and value would be text excel, font would be semi bold, and we can write text center. Okay, then again we can write an h1 tag here, and here we're gonna write popular, category, and we can go here, and here we're gonna give text black, font semi bold. Okay, and here we're gonna give the text size of 42 pixel, and the line height would be leading 50 pixel, and this text would be also in the center like this. Okay, then after that we have to enter a button. We're gonna write button, and here we're gonna write view all. Okay, like this. So inside this button we have to give some properties. So class name will be bg theme purple, and on hover bg would be theme yellow. Okay, and here we're gonna write text white, and here also in the hover we're gonna write text black. Okay, then padding would be 8, and padding in the axis would be 3, and here we're gonna write rounded LG, and font would be semi bold, and margin at the top would be 60 pixel like this. Okay, so after that what we can do, we can go to outside this div, and we can make a div again, and here we're gonna write class name LG, width would be 85% and would be 40, grid calls 5, so means we have the 5 grid here, and for the smaller devices grid calls 1. Then justify would be center, item would be start, and gap would be 10. Okay, then after that we have to go inside this div, and here we have to write div 5, or what we can do, we can just remove this, and after that we're gonna duplicate that. So inside this div we're gonna write okay, so we're gonna write here data AOS zoom in, mean with zoom in animation, and here we're gonna write data AOS delay 100. Okay, data AOS delay would be 100, and let's go to the class name flex call, justify center, item center, gap would be 6. Okay, then inside this we're gonna write image, and here in the source we're gonna write the category 1. Okay, and here we're gonna write rounded full, so you can see that we have the first image here, and it's saying rounded full, and cursor would be pointer, so when I hover on this the cursor would be pointer, and also we can go below, and here we're gonna write a h1 tag, so this will say portable speakers, and here in the h1 I'm gonna write text black, text excel, font semi bold, our text theme purple, and cursor would be pointer like that. So when I hover on this the color is changing. Okay, so now what we can do, we have to just duplicate this 4 times. So you can see that we have this main div, then we have this div, so we have to just copy this div and we can duplicate 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's save. After saving, you can see that we have all these things here. Now we have to just change the content, so I'm gonna only change the image here. So we have to just replace this category 2. Okay, and similarly we have to go and replace this category 3. Here we're gonna replace the category 4, and here we're gonna write category 5. So we have to just change the name of this category, so we can, and also we have to change the delay time. So you can see that here we have 100 delay, so you have to just change the delay to 200, this to the 300, and this to the 400, and this to the 500 delay. Okay, and you have to just change this text here according to you. Okay, here you can write portable camera and all. Okay, then at last you can see that this all things are ready. And let me go to the desktop part. Here you can see that we have a popular category. So this is coming here like that. Let's see. We have to go to the popular category section here. Here we have text leading, text center. Okay, so this is for the large devices. So for the large devices we have text start. So let's save. So let's see. So here you can see that it is working now. Okay, so now let's move to the next section where we're gonna make our this types section. Okay, so now let's move to the next section. So our next section is the type section. So what we can do, we can just close it here and go to our, let's close this assets folder also. You have to go to the type section here, and here after that we have to write import banner1 from, and here you have to go to the assets, and here we have to go banner1.jpg. so now we have to go here and do it like that, and here you have to write banner2, and here you have to write banner2, and here we can write banner3. So and this is also for the banner3. Okay, then after that you have to go to the hero, and again you have to copy these animations from here, so we can do here. Okay, then after that you have to go to this, and here we can also copy this whole use effect, and we have to paste this here. Okay, then after that let's go here. So here we have to make this main div here. So let me, okay, so here we have to write use effect again, save. So we have this now. So here we can go this, and here let's me write class name waitful large devices px20 for the smaller px5, and for the y axis py 80 pixel, grid for the large devices grid calls 3, and for the smaller devices grid calls 1, justify center, item start, gap would be 10. Okay, then after that we have to make div here. So this div will contain data AOS, zoom in, data AOS, delay would be 100, and here we can write flex call, justify center, items, and item would be and. So whatever item we gonna write inside this div, it will shift it to the and gap 6 between all the items. Then here we can write bg cover, bg center, padding 10, and download LG. Now we can write style, background image, URL, and here we can write banner 1. Okay, so we have this banner here, and inside this banner, if I go, we can write h1, and here we can write 60% off, and here we're gonna write text theme yellow, border rounded LG, border theme yellow px6 and py2 text LG. Okay, then we're gonna write again h1 tag, and here we're gonna write wireless devices, and here we're gonna write text code Excel, text and text wide, font semi bold, like this. Then after that we're gonna write button, and this button will say shop now. Okay, and here we're gonna write class name bg theme yellow px6 py3 rounded LG, text black, and font will be semi bold, like this. Okay, so now what we can do, we have to just copy this whole div, and we're gonna paste here 3 times. So we have this. Now we have to just change the image. Right now this is the banner 1 URL. Here we have the banner 2, and here we have the banner 3. Now you have to just change the content of this. Okay, and so this is properly working. So let me go to the desktop part, and here you can see that this is properly working with the animations. Okay, so now let's move to the next section where we're gonna make the services. So let's move to the next section where we're gonna make our services. So for making the services, let me close this, and we're gonna open our services. And after that, what we can do, we can go to this, and here we have to import some images from the top. So let me go here, and here we're gonna import payment from assets, and here we're gonna write payment.png, and we have to make this 3 times. Copy this. Okay, and here we're gonna write shipping, and here also we're gonna write shipping, and here we're gonna write refund. Here we're gonna write refund. Okay, so this is for the return, so we're gonna write here return, and here we're gonna write gift. So we're gonna copy this, and here also we can write this gift. Okay, then after that we have to just go to the hero again, and here we have to import this both these sections. Then go to this, and here we're gonna write this. Okay, then after that I have to again copy this whole use effect from here, and we can go to the services, and we have to paste this use effect here, and here we're gonna write like that. Okay, so let me go below. Okay, then after that what we can do, we can go to this, and here we can go inside this, and here we can write class name with full large px20 pxpi and padding top would be 0 pixel and padding bottom would be 80 pixel, and we're gonna use the grid. For the large devices, grid calls 4, and for the smaller devices, grid calls 1. Justify center, item center, gap would be 10. Okay, then we have to enter a div here, and here we're gonna write data AOS, zoom in, data AOS delay would be 100, and here we're gonna write class name flex call, justify center, item center, and gap would be 2. Okay, then inside this we're gonna write image, src, we're gonna write shipping, and here we're gonna write class name. Margin bottom would be 20 pixel and width would be 60 pixel. Okay, then after the image I'm gonna write worldwide shipping, and here also we're gonna write text pixel, text black, and font would be semi bold. But then after that we're gonna write again one case, so let's put speed tag here. Here we're gonna write lorem 5, and for this I'm gonna use text 17 pixel custom, and for the color we're gonna use color text gray 500, like this. So we have this. Now what we can do, we have to duplicate this 3 times. So I'm gonna copy this whole, I'm gonna 1 2 3. So we have this, and now we have to just replace the text, replace the image. So this would be payment, and we can write here 100% square payment. Okay, then after that we have here refund, and here we have yeah. So you can just replace the content here according to this, else this section is fully working. So let me go here, and here you can see that we have this full section ready. Okay, so let's move to the next section where we're gonna make our products grid section. Okay, so let's move to the next section where we're gonna make the products grid section. So let me remove this, and we can go to grid, and what we can do here, you have to just import some so let me import some icons. So here we're gonna import fa star from fa, then we're gonna import md out line, md outline, remove red eye from React icons md, and after that we're gonna import fa reg heart from React icons fa. Okay, and then we have to import md add shopping cart from MD. So here you can see that we have MD, MD and FA. So what we can do, we can just copy this MD one and we can go here and paste it in the comma, and similarly we can copy this and we can go to the FA and here we can put a comma and paste it here, and let's remove this both, so this will work now also. Okay, then after that we have to go to again, and here for this we're gonna copy this, and here we're gonna go to this, then again we have to copy this use effect and go here. Okay, then like this, and here like this. Okay, then after that okay, so let's go here, and here you have to remove this. Okay, let's go here, and here what we have to do, here we have to write ID products, class name virtual, and px would be 20, px5. Okay, then py 80 pixel, bg gray 100, and this would be flex call 65 center, item center, and gap would be 4. Okay, then after that you have to go inside this, and here we're gonna write h1 browse collections, we're gonna write data AOS, zoom in, data AOS delay will be 100, and here we're gonna write text theme purple, text Excel, and font would be semi bold, and after the h1 we're gonna write here pending products, and here we have to just copy this, and we can go here, and here we're gonna write 200. Okay, and here in the classes we're gonna write text black, font semi bold, text 42 pixel, leading means line height, so line height would be custom value 50 pixel also, text center like this. Okay, then after that okay, so after that we have to write enter a div here, so this div will contain the main products. So here also we're gonna give the data AOS, and this will be 3. Okay, let's give some classes. Virtual grid for the large devices, grid calls 4, and for the smaller devices grid calls 1. Specified center, item center, gap 10, margin top would be 10. Okay, then after that we have to go this, write this. Okay, then inside this we have to search for products, okay, so here we have to search for, so let's go to the export.js, and here let's save this once, and after that we can products, dot map. Here we're gonna write item index like this. And here inside this, and here we're gonna write id product box, and here we're gonna write key index. So here we're gonna write flex call, center item center gap to bg white, padding would be 4, and here we're gonna write round.lg, cursor would be pointer, and we're gonna give the relative value to this. Okay, so you can see that we have this grids ready here, and now we have to go this, and here we can write img, and here we're gonna write item.img. So we have these images, you can see that. Okay, then after the images we have to make another div. Okay, so this div will contain the icons which we have to show on hover. So class name would be flex, justify center, come center gap 3, absolute tab would be 20 pixel. Okay, then after that here we're gonna write another div. Top would be 20 pixel. Okay, so inside this let's write bg theme purple, our bg theme yellow, our tabs black, rounded full, padding would be 3, that would be white. So we're gonna write it here, ambient red eye, like this. So we have this here. So now you can see that we have this div here. So we're gonna duplicate this 2 times, and we have to just change the value of this. So rag heart, and for the last one we're gonna write add shopping cart like this. Okay, so now we have this. So this is our main div which is closing here. So we have to go outside this, and here we're gonna write item dot category, and here we're gonna write class name text lg, text gray 400, font semi bold. Okay, then after that we have to again go below, and here we're gonna write item dot name, and here we're gonna write text excel, font semi bold. Okay, then after that we have to again go below of this h1, and here we're gonna write item price, and for this we're gonna write text lg theme purple, and font would be semi-bold like this. Okay, so then after that, after this h1, we have to open a div. So this div have it full margin top 2, and inside this with this HR, and below the HR we have this one more div. So we have to write flags, justify between, item center gap 6, and margin top would be 3. Okay, then inside this we're gonna make a div here. So this would say flags, just justify start, item center gap would be 1. Okay, then inside this div we have fa star like this, and we can go to this, and here we can write bg theme purple. Okay, so this is not bg, right, text theme purple, and we have to just copy this 5 times like this. After that we have to go outside this div, and here we're gonna write button sale 14%, and for this button we're gonna write bg gray 500, text white, px4 py2 rounded LG, and text would be 13 pixel, font would be semi-bold like this. Okay, so at last you can see that we have this our main div. So we have to go outside this, and here you have to write view button, and in the button we can write view more. Okay, so we have this button here, and let's give some classes, and before the classes we can enter data AOS, zoom in, data as below will be 400, theme purple, our bg theme yellow, text white, text black, font semi-bold px8 py3 rounded LG mt8. Okay, so this is done. So you can see that this is properly working. Also this okay, so one more thing is left, that this is not working right now. So for that we have to go to the index.css file, and there I have to, and let's go to the index.css file first, and here we have to put some CSS. We have here icons which we have used for this. So this is the CSS icon product. I think I have used these icons. So we have used this CSS ID icons and product box. So here in this we are gonna write icons display none, so it will not display, and after that here write product box hover. So when we hover on this, we want that icons would be display flex, and we're gonna make this important. So when we hover on this, we have this working now. Okay, so let's move the desktop part, and here you can see in the desktop also this is perfectly working with all the animations. Okay, so now let's move to the next section where we're gonna make our banner and reviews and other sections. Okay, so let's move to the next section where we're gonna make the banner. Okay, so for making this, let me close this, and after that I'm gonna open my banner file here, and after that let's go to this, and here we're gonna import deal from assets, and here I'm gonna write deal bg.jpg. Okay, then after that let's go to hero again, and here we're gonna import this import AOS, and we're gonna paste it here, and for this also I'm gonna import this, and okay, then here we have to write use effect like this, so it will come. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to get back to this, and here we're gonna write class name equal to with full large px 20, px would be 5. Okay, and for the vertical padding and y-axis we're gonna give 80 pixel. Okay, then after that we're gonna write a main div here, and here we're gonna write data AOS zoom in, and here we're gonna write data AOS delay 100. Class name will be full, and this will be 100 pixel. Rounded LG, BG cover, BG center, flex call, justify center, item center, and gap would be 3. Okay, so we have this. Then after that what we can do, we can go here, and here we're gonna write style, background image, and we're gonna write here URL, then we're gonna write it here deal. Okay, so we have this image here. Okay, then after that inside this we're gonna write here everyday shopping, and we're gonna give some color to this text theme yellow, text excel, font semi bold. Okay, then after that again go here, and here we're gonna write deal of the day, and here we're gonna write text white, font bold, text 42 pixel, leading 50 pixel, text center. Okay, and also we can give some padding to this, so let me give a padding of P4. Okay, so if I go to the desktop part, you can see that we have this section ready. Now let's move to the next section where we're gonna make the review section. Okay, so for making the reviews section, we have to open the reviews file here, Okay, so let me so here we have to import some value for this. So let me import. Okay, so here we have to import slider. So we have the slider in the here. So let me do one more thing. We're gonna import these three things, and let's remove the banner, and we have to pair this here. Okay, then after that we have to import fa star from fa and fa quet left from fa. Then after that, when everything is imported, now we have to go to the hero and we have to import this animation library after this, and also we have to import the use effect and use settings. So let me copy this both from here, and inside this we're gonna paste this. Okay, and for this type this here. So if I go below, okay, so here you can see that we have some custom breakpoints. So for the custom breakpoints, you can go to React Slip, and here now we have to go to these examples, and here we're gonna go to the responsiveness, and here you can copy this responsive part, and let me copy this from here, and after that we can go to this arrow false. After that we're gonna paste this. Okay, so in there we're gonna show the 2, here we're gonna show the 1, and this is 1 only. So let me go here. Okay, now what we can do, okay, then after that okay, so we have this, and after that here we have the return value. So let me use like that, and here we're gonna write testimonials, class name width px20, px5, and py would be 80 pixel, bg gray 100, flex justify center, item center, gap would be 4. Then after that we have the 2h1, so let me copy this, and here we're gonna write 1300 plus customer reviews, and for this data AOS, here we're gonna write zoom in. Okay, so here we're gonna write data AOS delay 100, class name here we're gonna write theme purple, text excel, font semi bold, capitalize. Okay, then after that we have again this, and here we're gonna write where customer love, and for this also we're gonna use this, and we're gonna write it here, and let's change this to 200 delay seconds, and let's add the class name text black, font semi bold, text 42 pixel, leading would be 50 pixels, text center, and it would be capitalized. Okay, then after that we have a main div. So after the h1 we have a div. So this div will contain the data value also. So let me copy this again from the top. Yeah, and inside this, and here we're gonna put the 300 seconds, and here also in the classes we're gonna write width full and margin drop 10. Then inside this we're gonna put some slider settings. Okay, so here let's give the class name width full, and here we're gonna write okay settings. Okay, then inside this we have to write review. Okay, we have to write reviews. So for that we have to go to the export.js, and here you can see that we have some reviews here. Review data, let's do this review data, then go to reviews, and here we're gonna write review data dot map item index. Okay, and here we can give this okay. So can do this like that, review dot map item index. Okay, then inside this we have this div here, and inside this div we have another div. So this div will get the value of index, with full flex column justify center item center gap would be 4 p10 p3. Okay, then after that we have image, and here we have item dot img. Okay, so we have all the images here, and here we can give some classes to these images. Rounded would be full, 100 pixel, and margin would be auto. Okay, then after that we're gonna add a div here, fa star, and here we're gonna give theme purple, and here we're gonna write flex justify center gap 1 1 2 3 4. Okay, then after that what we can do, we can add a para here. So after that we're gonna write item dot para. Okay, we can go here, and we can write text center, text gray 500, text LG. Okay, then after the p tag we have another div. Okay, so this div, let us give some classes to this. Flex center, just try center, item center, verify, and inside this div what left, so we have this. So for this we're gonna fill theme purple, okay, theme purple. Okay, then after that we're gonna write h1 and here write item.post, text gray 500, capitalize, flex justify, center items, item start. Okay, and also we have to add h1, one more h1 here, which contain the item name. Okay, and the classes for this we have text black, text excel, capitalize, font semi-bold. Okay, this much. And I think our testimonial is working fine, so let me see in the desktop. Okay, so in the desktop we have this looking good. So I think in the settings we have to make it slide to show. Here we have to make it 2. So if I go below we have this testimonial 1, and if I go this we have the 2 testimonial here. Okay, so our testimonial section is also ready. Now we can make the Insta section now. So let's move to the next section where we're gonna make the Insta section. If I go below you can see that we have this Insta here. So let me remove this, let us remove this also, and we're gonna open our Insta section here. Okay, then we have to go here, and here we have to import Insta one from, and here assets, and here we can write insta1.jpg. so these are the total 6, so 1 2 4 5 6. Okay, then we have to just change the name of this to 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, and here we can write 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, then after that we have to copy this also. So let me copy both this. Okay, we can go this, and here we're gonna import. Also I have to import this use effect. So let me go here, and here we have to make this. Okay, so now what we can do, we can go here, and here we're gonna write px20 px5 for the smaller devices, py80 pixel, bg white, black scroll, justify center, item center, gap would be 4. Okay, then after that we're gonna go to this, and here we're gonna write our Instagram shop, and here we're gonna write data AOS, zoom in, data AOS delay 100, and here we're gonna choose the theme purple color, text pixel, come on, semi-bold, capitalize, and again we have to write this h1, and here we're gonna write follow on Instagram, and for this also we're gonna copy this whole, okay, and here we have to write 200, and for the classes text black, semi bold, text 42 pixel, leaving 50 pixel, text center, and capitalize. Okay, so we have this text here. Now below the h1 you can write div, write this, and here we can write data was delay, so we gonna make this 300, width will be full, great, it calls 6, it calls 1, justify center, item center, gap would be 6, margin top would be 8. Okay, then after that we have to go here, and here we're gonna write image Insta1, rounded LG. Okay, then after that we're gonna write 1 2 3 4 5 6, and here we're gonna write 2 3 4 5 6, 3 4 5, here we're gonna write the 6. So you can see that we have this all the sections here ready, and if I go to the desktop part, you can see that our Instagram section is also ready. So all our main sections are almost ready. Now let's move to the footer, where we're gonna make the header and footer. But first I think we have to add a viewer button here also. So outside this view we're gonna write button, and here we're gonna write our Instagram handle. Okay, then we have to add this here also, and here we're gonna write the 400, theme purple, hover, BG yellow, text would be white, and on hover text black, font semi bold, pxa py3, rounded lg. Okay, so we have this button here ready. Okay, so now let's move to the final part of the video where we're gonna make the header and footer. Now let's make the footer. So for making the footer, what we can do, we have to first write it here rfc like this. Okay, then here we have to import something. So let's import client1 from assets client1.png, and we have to import this multiple times, 1 2 3 6. Okay, let's import this 2 3 4 5 6 2 3 4 6. Okay, then after that here we have to import Google from assets google.jpg. Okay, here we have to import Apple, so let's write it here Apple, and here you also write it here Apple. Okay, then after that we have to import 1 2 3 4. Okay, so here you have to write pay1 pay1.jpg. Okay, let me remove this, and here you have to import one more, and here we have to just write pay2, pay3 and pay4, and here we can write pay2, pay3 and pay4 .jpg. And after that we have to import link from React scroll, and we gonna import fa arrow up from fa, and let's go to this. Here we're gonna add import OS, and here we're gonna import use effect. Go to footer, and here we can this, and we can like that. Okay, so the footer is here. So now what we can do, we can go to this here first. Okay, so here we have to close this, so we have to make the first ID contact with full flex call, justify center, item center. Okay, now after this we can write top box 1. Okay, you have to comment this. So this is Okay, so let me do one thing. Here we have three main box, so we're gonna write this. Okay, so first box starts here. Let's comment it below. First box ends here. Okay, let's comment here. Second box starts here, and we're gonna comment here second box and here, so it will not make any confusion. Then here we're gonna comment box starts here, and here we're gonna comment third box ends here. Okay, now this is our first box. So inside the first box we have data AOS, zoom in, data AOS, delay 100, class name with full, theme purple, px20, last px20, px10, py8, grid, large grid, calls 6, small calls 1, justify center gap 10. Okay, then after that we have to enter image, client 1, and here we have to give width 130 pixel, opacity would be 70, and cursor will be pointer, and hover opacity will be 100. Okay, then we can duplicate this 6 times, 1 2 3 4 5, paste. So we have here 2, and we can name it here 3, we can name it here 4, this 5, and this is 6. Okay, so this is done. Now firebox ends here. Now we're gonna start the second box. Okay, so let's make the second box. So second box starts here, so we're gonna go below, and here we're gonna write a class with full, like px20, px5, pixel, bg, gray, under grid, false, auto 4 and 5, with false, and justify between item start gap 3 gap 10. Okay, then after that here we have this div, then this div. So inside that we have this div, So we're gonna write data iOS, zoom in, data iOS delay 200, flex call, justify center, then start gap 10 and okay. So we have already written this. Now we have to make inside div. So this div will say flex call, justify center, start gap 4. Okay, so flex call, justify center, item start gap 4. So inside this we're gonna write extra shop. Okay, so here we're gonna export Excel, font gold, theme purple, underline, italic. Okay, then after that we're gonna write form 20, and here we're gonna write gray right on that, text justify. Okay, then after that then we have this flex call, item gap 4. Okay, then inside this we have to download our app, and here we're gonna write class text black, text Excel, font semi-bold, capitalize. Okay, after the H1 we can enter a div here, and this div will contain flex, justify center, item center, gap 4. And here we're gonna write Google, and this would be okay. So now we have 2 div, 3 div, 1 2 3, and this is the div, second box ends here. So after that 1 2 3, to that 1 2 3, and here we're gonna data OS, zoom in, data OS delay 200, and here we have H1, full links. Okay, so here we can name it text flag, XXL. This is font, semi-bold, capitalize. Okay, then here we have UL, and inside this let's write empty take flex call justify center item start get to. Okay, then inside the UL we have li home, and we can rename the style it text gray 500 cursor pointer over the black. Okay, then we can go to three, four, five. Okay, so now what we can do, we can just copy this and we can 1, 2, 3. See, three, 4, 5. Okay, so now you can see that this is not flex going to the column. So let me check what the issue. Here we can see that this is the second box started. So here we have it calls auto 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 calls 1 justify between item start. Then we have this flex call, LG grid calls. So think we don't want to give space here, less space. Okay, so you can see that we have this now. So the issue was that we are putting some spaces there, so we don't want to put the spaces. So now what we can do, we can enter a beer tag here. So we can also do one more thing. Let's go here, and here somewhere let's put a beer tag like this. So it is almost looking good. So we have all the links here, and at last what we can do, you can just change the content of this. Okay, just change the content of this, and at last we have the third box here. Okay, so we have the third box here. So for the third box, what we can do, we can add a div, main div is this. Now we can go to their class name. Okay, so now we have to write virtual like px20, px5, py would be 40 pixel, bg gray would be 100. Okay, then inside this we have a chart. We have border gray 300, py3. Okay, then we have this main div. With full flux. For the lab it would be flux row, flux call, justify between item centered, LG gap would be 4 and gap would be 10. Gap would be 10. So now we have 3 main div here. Okay, for this what we can do, class name LG width 20%, width flex, justify center gap 4. Okay, so then inside this give some images, so p1 and width would be 50 pixel rounded LG. Okay, so we have this image, so we can duplicate this 2, 3, 4. Okay, then we can just change the content of this 2, 3, 4. Okay, then after that you can add another div here, large width equal to 60%, flux row, flux call, item center gap would be 4, flux grow. Okay, then after that inside this subscribe new letter, and we can give the class name of this text flag, font semi-bold, text to Excel, and after the h1 we can enter a div, input type equal to email, enter valid email. So we can go here, for the class name we can write with auto full capitalized px6 py3 rounded LG. Okay, we can write rounded left LG. Okay, then after that here, after that we can write button, and this button would say submit. Class name would be BG theme purple. Width auto, large width auto, and for this width would be full. Text white. Our BG theme yellow. Text black. PX6, PY3, rounded R, font semi bold. Okay, then after that we have this div close here. Okay, it's 60%, then H1 we have closed this div 60% H1, and after that okay, we have another div, and here we are gonna write 2024 powered by debug entity. Debug entity. So here what we can do, here we can write ng with 20% and with full. Okay, so inside this we can copy this and we can paste inside this p tag. And here we are going to write text gray 500, text okay, text and text center. Okay, so I think our footer is also ready. Now let's go to the desktop, and here you can see that we have also successfully made the footer also, and this is also looking good. Okay, so now let's make a scroll to top button. Okay, so after that here we can make scroll to top button. So for that we can make a div here. Icon box, and here in the class name we can write theme purple, text white, padding would be 3, rounded full, our BG theme yellow, our text black, cursor would be pointer, 6, LG bottom would be 6, and right would be 6, and bottom will be 6. Link, then inside the link we can say top to hero, I to offset -100, and smooth will be true. Okay, and here we're gonna write FA arrow up, and inside this you can write width equal to 35 pixel, height equal to 35 pixel. Okay, so if I click on this, it will take me to the top of the website like that. Because our footer and scroll to top button is also ready. Now only our final part of the video is left, which is the header part. So let's move to the final part of the video where we're gonna make the header. So for making the header, let's me go here, and here we're gonna open the header file. So let's me open the header file here, and for that let's go here, and here we're gonna import FA search from FA, FA heart, FA shopping cart. Okay, then what we have to do, we have to just go below, and here we have to import IO person from IO file. Okay, then after that we're gonna import link from React scroll, and after that X mark from FS6, FA bars. Okay, then after that we're gonna import FA font volume. Okay, then we have to import MD email, and from the FA we have to import one more thing, map marker LT. Okay, then after that we have to go to the hero, and here what we can do, we have to just copy this AOS file, and we can go here and we can copy and paste this AOS. Okay, then after that we have to just copy this use effect, and below the header we can paste it, and we can like that. Okay, then after that we can make here state this menu open, set is menu open, use state, and it will say false. Okay, then we can write toggle menu, that is menu open, not is menu open. Okay, then after that we can write close menu, that is menu false. Okay, then after that we can define constant function nav items array. So here I have the object, so link would be home, and for the path we're gonna use this. Okay, like this, and here we're gonna write 1 2 3 4. So here we have to duplicate this 1 2 3 4. Okay, then here we're gonna write about, and here we're gonna write about also. Then here we're gonna write products. Here we're gonna write testimonials, and here also we're gonna write testimonials. Then let's okay, so we have defined our links here. So now what we have to do, we have to make here. So let's go here and here, and here we have to open this. Okay, so here we have to first write this, and for this we're gonna give the class name widthful px16 py2 bg theme yellow large flex, else small device it will be hidden, justify between center and gap 6. Here in the h1 we're gonna write phone volume. Okay, so let me do it like this. So we have this. Now we have to give some classes here. Size would be 18 pixel, and it is closed here. Span 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is hidden right now, but we are getting this in the desktop version. So after that we have to give the styling to this here. Class name text sm font semicolon flag, justify center, item center gap would be 2. Okay, now we have to duplicate this. So let's duplicate this. Okay, let's see. So we have this. So for this, what we can do, this is the address, so we can put some dummy, and here for the phone volume have a map marker alt, and for this md email, and here also we can change the content of this, like shop@company.com. So if I see, we have this perfectly looking like that. So now let's focus on the second header. So after this div we have the nav bar. So widthful bg gray under flag, justify between item center gap 1 large px16 px6 and py5, sticky top 0 and z value would be 50. Okay, so we have this at the top. Then inside this h1 Electra shop, and here we gonna give the class name of text theme purple. Okay, then after that LG 13 pixel x3 XL underline italic. Okay, then after that the h1 UL. So inside this UL we have to write class name flex justify center items center captain and hidden. Okay, then nav item dot map link path like this. Okay, then inside this we can write key path. So here we gonna write class name text flag. Here we will write text XM for case font semi-bold. Here we gonna write cursor pointer px4 py2 rounded ib hover. In hover we have put a theme purple, hover text white. Okay, and here we're gonna write two paths aspire true, offset value will be -100 and smooth will be 2. Okay, and after that we gonna write link. So let's go, and here we can see that we have this menu coming here like that. Okay, now what we can do, okay, so now after the UL tag, so UL tag is closes here, so here we gonna put a div header icons, and we can name it class name LG flex hidden justify center item center gap of 6 text black. Okay, then inside this I paste search, and here we're gonna write class name 20 pixel transform hover. Okay, let's purchase transition transform duration 300 cursor pointer over text in purple. Okay, then after that we're gonna duplicate these 2 times. So let me copy this, and I'm gonna duplicate this 2 times. So let me see once it is looking or not. So we have this icon here, So now just we have to change the name of this icon. So let's go here, and here we will write IO person, and here we are gonna write FAH heart. So we have this heart and all of this icon, and also we have this hover effect. And at last here we're gonna write div. We're gonna put the class of relative, and after that we're gonna write shopping cart, and here we're gonna put the class names. Class name width 20 pixel, height 20 pixel. Okay, so let me do one thing. We can copy this the whole. Okay, we can copy this whole class for this also, like this. Okay, so now after this, okay, so after this we can add a div here. So we can write it too. And for the class name, what we can do, bg theme purple, px would be 3, py would be 1, text white, text flag, rounded full, absolute, and here in the minus top, and we want the minus 24 pixel. Right value would be 15 pixel, text 14 pixel, font bold. Okay, so let's see. So here we have this effect. Okay, so now after this, let's see, let's make the mobile menu. Okay, so here what we can do, here we can write justify center, in center hidden. Okay, then here we can write on click toggle menu. So now what we can do, we can activate, means we can uncomment this. Okay, we can write a toggle menu. Okay, so after that let's write this menu open, text mark, bars, Okay, so here we can give classes text theme purple, cursor pointer. And we can copy this whole here, and here we're gonna paste this. So let me see what is the issue here. So if I go to the here, and here we're gonna do this, and here we can go to the console, and let's see. Here it's saying use state is not defined. Okay, use state is not defined, it's saying. So what we can do, we can go to the up, and here we have some use states, so we can create layer like that. Okay, so we have this menu here perfectly working. So on click toggle menu, toggle menu is finished. Now we have to make class name. So we have to enter this bracket and this, then we need to have the dollar sign, then we have to check is menu open. If it's open, then it would be flex, else will be hidden. Okay, then here is going to get the root, height fit, digit in purple, 4, absolute ये हो जाएगा top 80 पिक्सल, ये हो जाएगा left 0 पिक्सल. Okay, so we have height fit, theme purple. Okay, here we have the absolute like this. Okay, left 0, and also we can write it here on click, close, one more. Okay, then inside this flex all, justify, center exactly width full. Okay, then after that we have nav items dot map. Okay, dot map link path. Okay, then after that here we have to write the path. Okay, so class name text white uppercase, then font will be semicolon, cursor will be pointer p3, rounded org, digit theme yellow, hover text black, text center. Root path, true, abstract -100 smooth true. And after that here we gonna put link. So we have this links here. Okay, so you can see that our all the sections are ready, I think. So let me show you it once. So you can see that our header and footer is also working. If I click on the product, it will take me to the product. Similarly for the testimonial and similarly for the contact. So our all these sections are perfectly working. And if I refresh, you can see that the animations are also working. Also this hover effect are working. You have to just replace the content according to your links and all. Okay, so and also this is working. Also let me show you the mobile part once. So if I go here and go to the mobile part, so you can see that this is totally responsive also. Okay, so we have successfully completed the whole project in this video. So let me show you how you can deploy this project for free on the Netlify. So for deploying this project, what we can do, we have to just make the build folder of this. So let's go to the terminal, and here we're gonna write npm run build. So after writing this npm run build, it will make a build folder for us. So let's wait for it. Okay, so you can see that if I go here, you can see that we have the dist folder. So now we have to simply go to the Netlify, and after going to the Netlify, you have to just make an account there. Okay, just to make an account there, and you have to log in with your account. I have already logged in here there. So I'm gonna show you how. So you have to go to the admin side, and here you have to click on the deploy manually. Now you have to just find the dst folder. So I have the dst folder here. So I'm gonna click on this, and I'm gonna drag and drop this and drop this here. So after dropping this here, it will automatically upload this dst folder here. So let's wait for it. So you can see that, and also if I go to the site overview, you can see that we have this links here. And suppose you want to change the URL of this, you can click on the site configuration, click on the change site name, and here you can write any name, like I'm gonna write Microsoft React project, and let's save this. And after saving, if I go to this, and here you can see that after clicking on this, our project is successfully live here, and you can use this URL to share with your anyone. Okay, so in this way you can host your website for free on the Netlify. So if you like such type of video, please like and share our videos with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more upcoming videos like this. And also you can buy this template from the link given in the video description. So thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you next time.